32-year-old starting pitcher who this year has, where is his ERA? A 2.88 ERA with a 1.09 whip. That's unreal. Hello everybody, welcome back to the 450 Dead Center Baseball channel. Chris here with Daniel. And we're talking about the potential to trade for Blue Jays, it's not really legend, but old Blue Jay, Marcus Stroman. And Daniel, I want it. I want him back.
I want to see the return, Chris. Oh my God, could you imagine him in a lineup? First of all, I don't think he ever played with Vlad, did he?
No, never. He got traded.
Did he ever get the chance?
Nope,
I don't think he did.
Got
he
traded.
Got the chance before, right? And he never got to play with Bo, and he never got to play with Biggio. So I would just love to see his interaction with those guys.
Yeah, and honestly, like if we had last year's Manoah, him and Stroman on the bench would have been electric. It would have been the greatest thing ever. But
I think either way, I think Manoah's going to stay in the majors. He just might be a bullpen guy by the end of it. But him and Stroman's energy would be sick. And it's been rumored around Cubs will not extend Stroman. He basically said he's going to opt out at the end of this year for his deal. Mm-hmm. The Cubs will not extend him. They're open to trade him, and Toronto's a real possibility with Stroman to come back here.
Oh, easily. 32-year-old starting pitcher who this year has, where is his ERA? A 2.88 ERA with a 1.09 whip. That's unreal. Though, if you look at his Baseball Savant page, there's a lot of blue on this page. And if you know anything about Baseball Savant, blue is not very good, but there's a few reds as well. His expected slugging, 79th percentile. His barrel rate, top 5% in the league. So that means he's not, people when they're swinging the bat, it doesn't hit the barrel. So that's really good. Hard hit percentage, middle of the road. But yeah, there's a few things. He doesn't strike out a lot of guys. His whiff percentage and K rate is pretty low in the lower 40 or 60% of the league. But I'd still take him with those numbers, Daniel.
Hear me out. This is why I think Stroman back to Toronto would be elite.
Yep, tell me.
Stroman's never been the type of guy to strike out a ton of guys.
Never.
Right? As I've learned from my mistakes in Immaculate Grid, thinking he had 200 Ks, which he did not, ever. Stroman's never
Which
been
team
the type
did you
of
put him for? The Jays? The Mets?
No, it was 200 Ks and a Gold Glover. And that's the only guy I could think of.
Oh. Yeah. Mark Burley? Did Mark Burley win a Gold Glove?
Same thing. He never won 200 Ks, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, I think I put Shane Bieber. But besides the point, when Stroman was in Toronto, a big part of Stroman's success was his defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the Pilar highlights are Stroman on the mound.
Right.
If you look back in 2015, a lot of those highlights are Stroman on the mound. Now we have an insane outfield with Kevin Kiermaier, who is arguably the best center fielder defensively in baseball right now.
Arguably all time.
He is very, very good. Dalton Varsho, who, say what you want at the plate, but the guy is electric defensively.
His defense is unreal.
Yeah, he makes balls that should drop look like the routine.
No, it's crazy. And then last year we had balls that should be routine, just dropped.
And then George Springer's an above-average defender. Say what you want. Right?
Yeah, in right field he's fine.
And right field he's fine. So those three in the outfield, plus I'm sure they're going to add someone else at the deadline. And then you have an infield of Chapman, right? Of Gold Glove Vladdy, right?
And like
then Bo and two-hit Witt are just average, I would say. But
you know what's crazy? So I was just looking at the Baseball Savant page for the Blue Jays outfield.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kevin Kiermaier. Top 10% sprint speed. Top 3% outs above average. Top 4% arm strength. First in the league in outfield jump. I mean, that's just unreal for an outfielder.
That's what I mean. Like you're worried about him not striking anyone out and him just making them put the ball in play. I'm not worried about with this defense at all. And I think them making all those offseason moves allows them to go get a Stroman.
Oh, 100%.
Right? And I would love to see Stroman. First of all, you bring Stroman back, think of the economic value. Those jersey sales are going to go out through the roof.
So would he be number 6 or would Stroman be, or would Manoah be number 6? Like who would give up the 6?
I don't know who would be the 6.
God, screw it. Put him number 7. Put him number.
The jersey sales are going to go through the roof for
sure. Give him
for sure.
66. Muinori Kawasaki's number.
Absolute legend.
I love him. Bring him back. I love Muinori.
But yeah, I think it's a full move. Now, do we have the pieces for it, Chris? I don't know. I've heard mixed things in reports. I've heard some reporters say we do and some don't.
Well, let me look up the MLB Trade Simulator, the most accurate trade simulator.
Yeah, I've heard the Cubs really want infield prospects,
Oh, we got plenty.
and we have a ton. So I don't know. That's why I mean they just drafted Namala there. Like, could we see someone like a K Dowdy get traded? Could we see like a Tucker Toman get traded?
Right.
I don't know.
Let's see. So, according to trade values, the most accurate source, clearly,
Yeah,
Stroman's got a 6.1 market value. So, if I go on the Jays here, what is somebody with at least 6 that we can trade for? Tucker Tolman's got 7.8. Brandon Barriera, 6.7. Apparently, Mitch White's got a 7.3. I'll throw Mitch White in there. We could even throw like Zulueta and like a random low end prospect.
That's what I mean. Like Zulueta, obviously pitching they'll always do, but yeah, Zulueta and a random prospect, that's not a bad shout at all.
Right? Or honestly, screw it. Give him like Zulueta and Espinal. Like, I mean, I'm not a big Espinal guy. That's a ready right now middle infielder for them to have.
We could also see something like like one of the 5 starters that we have get traded. Like, like I love him, but like a Kukuchki.
Hey, whoa. Slow down,
Ryu.
Yeah, we could, but the thing is, Stroman is a rental, so we don't need to give up a lot for him. Like, yeah, he'll be good.
Ryu's at the end of the season, you know what I mean? So.
And yeah, Ryu's also a rental, and I don't think the Cubbies are gonna want to take it like 10 million from him.
But yeah, like I think it's definitely doable. I like the idea of Zulueta and
Espy?
Even Espy or like a lower end guy, like a Otto Lopez.
Yeah, no, like they need the middle infielders, and like Otto Lopez, Espy, they're all middle infield guys. They'd be perfect for a Stroman trade.
So Chris, do you want to see Stroman on the Jays?
Yes, he's good in the playoffs. What are his playoff stats? Didn't he pitched with the Mets last year in the playoffs? I believe, right?
I believe. I just remember when he was with us in 2015, 2016, he was gross in the playoffs.
He was gross, and he won that wild card game when. Yeah. Well, he didn't get the win because Edwin hit a walk off, but he was pitching.
Pitched well.
He pitched amazing, and he's.
And I want to see him back here when Batista gets his name on the level of excellence.
Oh my God, we almost got tickets for that, but we didn't, unfortunately.
I want to see that happen. So, Mark Shapiro, Ross Atkins, make it happen. Bring him back.
Please. We love Marcus Stroman here. We want him, and with that being said. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.